We gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
For Minnesota.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First down, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. A second down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. KJ Osborne deep for Minnesota. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
48-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Cousins.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll throw again. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them. If you're...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Watch the safety creep.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
A first down throw for Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. Greg Zerline, the kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 27.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Play fake. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second down and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got 46. Mike 54, Mike 54. In face. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All day, every day. We got 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Prescott looks to throw on first. This to Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All day, just like that. Hey, kill.
Prescott on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't know no better. Mike 54.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's get it together. Let's go 47. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, son.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
For the Cowboy field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, It's a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cousins again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Prescott down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. The first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
To throw is Prescott. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carry now for Elliott. He knocks it back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Vikings nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Cousins now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Vikings.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 12, operating from the 39. To throw, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Everson Griffin, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
17. Vikings 8.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
On me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in.